I've been doing DJ.
When did you start doing DJ?
I started DJ in 2010.
You have your own musical
Different police, they call me, they threaten me, say they find me. They even declare me wanted for their police platform. Senseless set of people. People where they spoil the country, they are not declare them wanted. Yaya Bello and the rest, all of them, they steal money and not declare them wanted. Now me, see King, if I look one Sorodayo, now they say I declare wanted. Then I show me. Say you get anything when I fit do me inside this country. Show the word. I dey wait to. You good saying I don't declare me wanted. I love it. So let's get the party started. Now show me. Now go show me. Now go show me. I dey wait. And you will. Inspector General of Police talk say if they abuse any political officials, may they jail the person. Only Dapu Tinubu, yes, Tinubu na the one president wey dey na the current president. You know go better for Tinubu ni balẹ̀ mi tó bá wà. Yes, next person. Sanwo na the Lagos State Governor. Olójú dúdú kò ní dá fún kò ní balẹ̀ mi tó bá wà. Next, who is the next person? Then tell me the most powerful politician wey go abuse when I go arrest me fast. Ọkàn yóò ní balẹ̀ ní kúre. They dey spoil country na no see anything to do there na they do church or they claim police. Ọkàn yóò ní balẹ̀ ẹni kúre. You know go better for the politician wey put Nigeria for this situation wey dey. Ọkàn yóò ní balẹ̀. Ẹ má ṣòfò dànù ni. Wetin be all this nonsense wey all this police dey talk like say if they abuse ẹni kúre. Who na be? Tinubu, Jagaban, ọkàn ní balẹ̀ níbikíbi tó bá wà, ó máa ṣòfò ni. Ẹ̀yin gbèrè.
For a country to be successful and prosperous, the citizens must be actively involved in driving and bringing real change into the country. They do this by holding the government accountable. They should be allowed to criticize the government when the government is not doing the right thing, as well as criticizing the policies of the government. They must hold the government accountable. Freedom of speech and expression is sacrosanct. It is enshrined in the Nigerian Constitution. There is no government that is above criticism. The hallmark of democracy is the respect of the fundamental human right of every citizen. But what we have today is nothing but dictatorship in the guise of democracy. Nigeria is not practicing real democracy. When you look at the tenets of democracy, it talks about freedom of speech. It talks about free and fair election. It talks about respecting the human right. It talks about representing the people. But when you look at all these things are elusive in the political landscape of Nigeria. Politicians are not representing the people but themselves. They are not bringing real changes, dividends of democracy to the people. They are only bringing real changes and dividends of democracy to themselves. They don't respect the rights of average Nigerians. The level of impunity and rascality going on among government officials is so overwhelming. They do everything with so much impunity because they know the law will not catch up with them. The law is blind to the politicians, but is very, very active to the average Nigerian. They do all these things and expect the citizens not to react. They expect the citizens not to be angry. They expect the citizens not to criticize them because they know that they've instructed the police to go after any citizen that will criticize the government officials for not doing what he or she was elected into office to do. The office of any elected official comes with criticism if that person is not doing what he or she was elected into office to do. From all indication, Bola Ahmed Tinubu has failed to deliver on the promises that was made to Nigerians. Oh, there was no promises. Tinubu has failed to bring real meaningful change to Nigerians. The only change that Bola Ahmed Tinubu has brought to Nigerians is to increase the level of suffering and hardship in the land. In the space of 4 days, over 80 innocent Nigerians died due to stampede when they attended a food sharing event in this country. This took place in Ibadan, Abuja, and Anambra State. For the fact that citizens died because they went out to beg for food show the level of hunger and poverty in the land. The government is not concerned about the level of hunger and poverty in the land, but when the citizens react, the police will go after them and arrest the citizens for voicing their anger against the government. It is only in this country, Nigeria, that criticizing government officials is seen as a taboo, is seen as a criminal offense that the police will come after you. And of course, they are doing all of this because they know that they have a kangaroo court that will support and legalize their illegality. On the 3rd of December 2024, Dele Farotimi, a human rights lawyer and activist, was abducted by the Nigerian police for exposing the corruption in the Nigerian judiciary. He was arrested by the order of Afe Babalola, a senior advocate of Nigeria, because he stated in his book that Afe Babalola was one of those that helped in corrupting the Nigerian judiciary. Farotimi was abducted in Lagos and taken to Ekiti State for a defamation case. He was remanded in custody and he has been granted bail. And then, this young man was reacting to a post made by a Nigerian police force spokesperson that when you criticize government official, you will be arrested. That is a careless statement coming from a Nigerian police force PRO. There is nowhere it is stated in the Nigerian constitution that insulting or criticizing a government official should warrant your arrest. Arresting any citizen for criticizing or insulting a government official is illegal. But of course, the only thing that thrives well in this country is illegality. A woman has been remanded in the police custody for insulting the son of the president, Tinubu. Till date, she is still in detention. All of this is a calculated attempt by the government to suppress dissenting voice and free speech in this country. They don't want you to criticize their action. They don't want you to expose their inability to perform. They don't want you to come after them when they fail to deliver what they were elected into offices to do. All over the whole world, government officials are servants to the people. But here in Nigeria, government officials see themselves as Lord and Savior over the people, while Nigerians are their slaves. A country where the freedom of speech and expression of the citizen is being trampled upon is a country that is heading to anarchy. It's a country that will never experience real development, because this level of intimidation breeds corrupt politicians. This is the reason why we've been stuck with bad leaders over the years, because they know that they can do whatever they want to do and go scot-free. The citizens will not react, the citizens will not accuse them, the court will not jail them for not performing their duties. This young man did not go on the streets to criticize the government officials. He didn't go to the National Assembly. He didn't go to the police force station to criticize the government officials. He simply made the video in the comfort of his home. But the police was able to track his location and arrest him. The police have equipment to track citizens criticizing the government officials, but they don't have equipment to track real criminals. They don't have equipment to track bandits, to track terrorists, terrorizing the life of the people, killing innocent Nigerians, causing insecurity in the land, making the country ungovernable and insecure for Nigerians. Maybe they have this equipment, but they simply fail to use them. Or maybe the equipment were bought solely to track innocent citizens criticizing the actions and inactions of the government. One of the major problems we are facing in this country is insecurity, and this insecurity has filtered on for decades. The reason why insecurity has continued in this country unchecked for decades is because of the ineptitude and unprofessionalism of the security agencies in this country. Are our security agencies inept? Don't they have the capacity to stop insecurity in this country? Don't they have the capacity to arrest criminals? Of course they have the capacity to arrest criminals. If they can track innocent Nigerians criticizing the government to their homes, they also have the capacity and professionalism to arrest criminals in this country. But why then are they not going after the real criminals that are causing trouble in this country? It's all about focus. Their focus is not against the criminals. Their focus is against ordinary Nigerians exposing the rot in the country. Their focus is against ordinary Nigerians criticizing real government. Their focus is against ordinary Nigerians demanding for good governance in this country. It is the same reason that whenever Nigerians went on the streets to protest against bad government, the police will be everywhere. It is the same reason that innocent Nigerians were killed during the EndSARS protests. But you will never see the presence of security agencies anywhere criminals are terrorizing an area. You will never see the presence of security agencies when terrorists and bandits are running rampage in an area. Their priority is not to safeguard ordinary Nigerians. Their priority is to safeguard the politicians. The same way the priority of the politicians have shifted from providing real dividends of democracy to the people to providing real dividends of democracy to themselves. But we can't continue like this. Every 1 million Nigerians should lend a voice to ensure that their voice is being heard. Everywhere many Nigerians should ensure that they criticize the government at all times. When a citizen is arrested for criticizing the government, everywhere many Nigerians should stand up and condemn the action of the government. Nigerians should not be cowed. Nigerians should not be caged. Nigerians should not allow these rogue politicians to reign supreme. Nigerians should not allow these politicians to destroy their life, because what they want to do is to keep perpetrating evil in the land without any real repercussion. If you allow these politicians to get away with whatever they want to do in this country, you will be the one to bear the consequences of their actions and inactions. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video.